Locals said that the Pangbosh Monastery had the skull of a Yeti. During one expedition, the team visited the monastery and took a few hairs from what they believed was the Yeti skull. In 1937, 7 different expeditions found strange footprints. Out of those, 2 groups even claimed they had seen a Yeti. Stories about the Yeti are thousands of years old. Some come from the time before Buddhism and have been passed down through generations. The Nepali and American governments made rules about Yeti hunting because they actually thought the creature might be real. After returning to America, explorer Tom Slick said there could be 3 types of Yetis, 1 supernatural and 2 real. At first, he didn't believe the Yeti truly existed. But one evening in 1986, something happened that made him question his belief. In 2008, in Arunachal Pradesh, at a height of about 12,000 feet, a road and military camp were being built for the Indian Army. One day, a worker from the camp went down to the local market. After buying what he needed, he started walking back up before dark. But hours passed, and he never reached the camp. That night, there was no sign of him. The next morning, a local man passed the same road with his horse. He saw the missing worker sitting beside the path in a strange position. At first, the local thought the man was drunk and called out to him, but he didn't respond. When he went closer, he realized the worker's neck was broken and he was dead. His phone and money were still on the ground nearby, so it wasn't a robbery. It didn't look like an accident either. His body was sitting upright, not lying as it would after a fall. Doctors later examined the body and said the neck injury couldn't have been caused easily by a human. It needed a lot of force. It also wasn't the work of a wild animal, since there were no claw marks or wounds. The only injury was the broken neck, the cause of his death. Locals say that when police found the dead body, they also discovered a single strand of hair on it. When the hair was tested, it didn't match any human or known animal. Police also came across a strange footprint near the body. People from the village believed that it could be the footprint of the mysterious creature, the Yeti. They said the place where the road was being built was often visited by the Yeti. According to them, the worker might have been attacked by it. Now, let's move ahead 11 years after that event, to April 29, 2019. That day, the Indian Army shared a tweet, saying their mountaineering team had spotted large footprints that looked like those of a Yeti. Each footprint measured about 32 inches long and 15 inches wide. They were found near Makalu Base Camp in Nepal on April 9, 2019. Before this, sightings of the Yeti were mostly reported in Makalu Barn National Park. The Indian Army also mentioned that they had captured photos of the prints and sent them to experts for detailed scientific study. But the real question remains, was it truly the Yeti? You might have seen posts about the Yeti on social media, but is there any real scientific proof that it exists? Is it a legendary mountain creature, or simply an unknown animal we don't yet understand? Let's explore the truth behind this strange and mysterious Yeti in today's video.
The huge hairy monster has been spotted walking across Asian mountains from China to the Himalayas.
Incredible claim by a respected Oxford researcher. He says he has proof that the Yeti, the abominable snowman of the Himalayas, is in fact real.
One of the most famous stories about the Yeti comes from 1951. A British mountaineer named Eric Shipton along with a surgeon Michael Ward, was searching for a new route to climb Mount Everest. While exploring the Menlung Glacier, they noticed something unusual in the snow, a line of strange footprints. Each print was about 13 inches long and 8 inches wide. They looked somewhat like human feet, but much larger in size. Since Eric didn't have measuring tools, he placed his ice axe next to the print and took a few photographs. These photos soon spread across the world. They appeared in newspapers and magazines everywhere. People were amazed by what they saw. Many believed these photos were solid proof that the Yeti was real. After the pictures went viral, it sparked a global curiosity. Researchers, climbers, and explorers from many countries started heading to the Himalayas, hoping to be the first to find the legendary creature.
The search has taken him into some of the most spectacular scenic areas of the world, to breathtaking vistas of natural beauty.
But what does the Yeti actually look like? Those who claim to have seen it often describe it in a similar way. They say the Yeti is a large, ape-like creature, taller and stronger than a human. It's said to stand about 7 to 8 feet tall and weigh between 90 to 180 kilograms. It has long arms, a powerful chest, and a muscular body. According to people in Bhutan, its face is bare, but the rest of its body is covered in reddish-brown or dark gray fur. They also say the Yeti can't twist its body or look back easily. It walks upright on 2 legs, but in the forest, it sometimes swings from one tree to another using its arms and legs. Locals believe it often carries a large stone in its hand, using it as a weapon for protection. People in Bhutan say that Yetis are mostly seen alone or in pairs, and are rarely spotted in groups. They communicate through whistling sounds, and are said to have a strong, unpleasant smell. Sometimes, they even make strange noises. And some villagers claim that spotting a Yeti is a bad omen, a sign of trouble or death ahead. According to many old stories, the Yeti is said to live in the Himalayan mountains, across India, Nepal, Bhutan, and Tibet. But most reports come from Nepal and Tibet, where people believe it roams in the high, snowy regions. Interestingly, the legend of the Yeti is not new. It has been mentioned in ancient tales over 800 years old. Even the Sherpa people of Tibet and Nepal have many stories about this mysterious creature. The word Yeti actually comes from the Tibetan language. It is formed from 2 Sherpa words, Ye and Te, which together mean cliff-dwelling bear, a bear that lives among the rocks. One of the oldest Tibetan religious texts, the Mani Kabum, written in the 12th century, describes a connection between humans and Yetis. It tells a fascinating myth. According to it, a divine monkey, a bodhisattva, was sent by the gods to meditate in Tibet. While he was meditating, a female rock spirit, known as Sinmo, noticed him. She was said to be the incarnation of a Buddhist goddess. Sinmo asked the monkey to marry her, but he refused, saying he wanted to remain celibate. She then warned him that if he didn't marry her, she would marry a demon instead and give birth to monsters who would destroy the world. To stop that from happening, the monkey finally agreed to marry her. They had 6 children, who were half monkey and half human. Over generations, their descendants continued to evolve, and eventually, humans were born. But not all of their offspring became human. Some stayed closer to their ancient form. These were believed to be the Yetis. According to this legend, humans and Yetis share the same ancestors, but the Yeti never completed its evolution into a human.